Hey everyone, right now Airbnb is giving out a sizable bonus for any new hosts that get registered using my link on this screen. Check it out, click the link and get started. Hi everyone, my name's Adam Wagner. I've been an Airbnb host for over 5 years now. I've been able to successfully pay off back taxes on the property I now own, as well as pay off my student loans, as well as save up and put money in the stock market over the last 5 years, thanks to renting on Airbnb. Now, let's talk about how this can work for you if you've been thinking about getting started as a host, and let me show you around my property as well. So you probably can already imagine a few great things about hosting with Airbnb is, paying off your mortgage a little faster. What I like about it is you're putting empty space to work for you. You're putting empty space to work for you. This is one of my rentals that actually works like kind of like an upscale hostel. So people get private rooms and they have common areas, and I'm actually looking for a new assistant manager to watch the property and check people in and out. That's how busy I'm getting. And then I have a couple little fun things in here for guests to check out because I live out by the desert. I have a little pet lizard there so people can hold the lizard or take a picture with it. And this is something kind of unique to me, but you can do fun stuff like this as well with your rentals. I also have a blog put together. So if people need ideas for what to do, they can go on my website and check out the blog. Check this out. It's gonna get bright for a second, but in the backyard here, I got a new gazebo, so Airbnb guests can come out, hang out, get some sun, or that lights up at nighttime, so they can come out and meet other guests. This is actually a 4-unit apartment building, believe it or not. So I've got 4 apartments. 3 of them work like private rentals, and then this unit works like kind of like an upscale hostel, is how some people have described it. And I'll take that as a compliment. Been getting really good reviews. I earned Superhost status. I guess my second year doing this. It started out a little bit rough because we couldn't find a good Wi-Fi service or a good internet service in this area, and now we do have a good one. So, okay, we're going to step into the basement studio. This is the newest room creation, and I'm going to get a professional muralist to put a mural on this wall here in the basement. But this has a little kitchenette. It has a queen size bed over here, and it has some nightstands. Check this out. I got these nightstands off of a nearby fancy hotel that was selling off a lot of their old stuff, and I got a killer deal. I got those nightstands for like $5 or $10 each, and the lamps for like $5 each. The most expensive part of this basement renovation, because this used to be a 4-car garage, and for some reason it had a shower over here. The plumbing in the shower was bad, so it was dripping water out the bottom. I had to have a plumber come in and redo the whole bathroom. So the bathroom remodel was like $2,000. That was actually the most expensive thing. So it's kind of funny how things work like that. But now this room is paying for itself. I have a little sign right here to make it easy for guests to find it. And then on the other side, I now have a two-car garage, right? So that's kind of funny how that works. But you can just see I've been able to grow, and I'll be getting calls at midnight because people are looking for anything to rent, and so they're just thanking me that they can stay in a basement studio, like a kind of an efficiency studio, because the hotels will be full and they don't want to camp out in the desert. So I live by Lake Powell in southern Utah. They don't want to sleep. Like, you have to go to Walmart and rent a tent and a sleeping bag, and then you got to go pay a fee to camp out like by the lake, and that's just too much. So I've been getting calls at midnight, and that little basement studio is actually popping right now. So anyhow, that should give you some ideas of what you could be doing with your home or your rental. If you're already in the rental business, you probably already know about Airbnb, but this is more for people who are looking to pay off, your mortgage faster, pay off some bills. Maybe the last year, 2020, was a tough year for you. It was a little bit tough for me too. Thankfully, some stimulus money did come through, and I just saved for the long term, and I had money in the stock market, so that kind of helped a little bit before the Corona crash anyways. So check out my link if you want to get started with Airbnb. I've also put together an online walkthrough. So if this is really unfamiliar to you and you want someone to walk you through the sign-up process, I'll have a link for that. If you're watching this video, not just the ad, but you're watching this video on my YouTube channel, in the description below the video, there's another link for a walkthrough. It will show you basically the steps step by step to get registered online. And of course, you're going to use my link, so we both get a bonus, but you get registered online. It shows you how to set up your room. And you know what? A lot of people wonder about this. They're like, well, I don't want to rent to random strangers and have them in my home. Well, they're not going to be random strangers. You can set your standards very high. So for instance, number one, they have to have a government ID on file and it's been checked by Airbnb. So you know that they're the real person that they say they are. Number two, you can set your standards high. Like I only want guests with a 4.5 star rating or better, 4.5 out of 5, right? Most people that come through here, they're a 5 or close to a 5. But once in a while I see a request come through and they're like a 2.5. I'm like, well, you must have irritated a couple of hosts before you got to me. So I usually ask them to explain, and sometimes I say no. And that's fine. I don't need the money that bad, and I'd rather just have high quality guests, right? And I'm sure you would too. So keep that in mind. It's not like you're having dirty strangers or crazy people stay in your home. Their ID is on file, and they have their background checked, and you can make sure that they have a good rating. And they'll usually send you a welcome message, and you can require that they tell you why they're coming. They want to go hiking in the mountains nearby, or they're on a business trip. And so that's another thing you can do, is you can add a few little amenities, like make sure you have high-speed internet and a clean study desk, maybe even a computer monitor with a guest account for people that are traveling on business. A lot of people are doing the laptop lifestyle now. So whereas I used to be getting 1 and 2 night renters in the previous years, now I've been getting a lot of 1 week to 1 month renters, and that takes a lot of the heat off of me when I don't have to flip rooms all the time. So anyhow, this should give you a pretty good idea of what you can be doing with your Airbnb business. And check out my link to get started. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment or send me a direct message. This is just a real straightforward video, so you kind of get the idea that it isn't that hard to do. Anybody can do this. And if you want to get started, I welcome you to the Airbnb family. And just send me a direct message if you want some personal attention. If you're using my link, I get a bonus. I'm happy to spend a little time and share with you some of my tips and secrets. And you also got that walkthrough video below as well. So check that out and make it a great day. Peace.